Tim Burton has made amazing movies like Batman and Beetlejuice. For a while now, he's been in okay little slump, He could do better. Can Miss Peregrine be the one to bring it back elevated to that great level of his? Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is the latest Tim Burton film, which stars Eva Green as the lead actress in the movie, but also has Asia Butterfield headlining the kids that are with Miss Peregrine, her students, and this is based on a book. But from what I see in the movie, it's about a kid who feels really out of place, who really wants to get in touch with people that can relate more to him. When his grandpa leaves him like these clues and like this message to look out for this place, he seeks out for it, and this is how he meets Eva Green's character Peregrine and the peculiar children. I was wondering to see how can Tim Burton do this one. I was intrigued with it. It felt like his version of X-Men. Like if one day he had a call for X-Men, turned it down, realized he regretted, so he decided to make his own version of it. And I was really entertained with the movie. Overall, it's not a perfect film. It was still entertaining. It's probably one of his best in a while. And the characters were all likable. The characters, I love them all. Especially Asia Butterfield. You can really relate with this kid, He doesn't know where to fit in, and he just wants to find a home he could feel comfortable with. And Asia Butterfield does a good time, carrying this movie, because even though Eva Green is the main title on the movie, we get really started with Asia Butterfield's character, and he's kind of the backbone, the heart of the story. So he does a good job carrying the film. He knows how to, have this like alone type ofness to his character, but still he has this vendetta of, finding the quest of, what his grandpa's left them, and you can tell that, it's gonna bother him until he at least goes out to see if he was wrong or right. And Asia just does a good job portraying his character. Eva Green, oh my god, that woman is wonderful. She's wonderful to look at. She does a good, like Professor X of this group. You can tell she really has like this motherly love towards them and sees them as her own children. And she does a good job just being like the presence of like the headmistress of the whole group, and you feel like you're safe with her. You feel like, she would protect you no matter what. Samuel Jackson. He was very underutilized, but when he's on the screen, I don't want to say he's just Samuel Jackson, but still, like, you've seen Samuel Jackson, you know how great, how good he could be with his comedy, and I loved his comedy in this movie. I don't know if there were times that maybe he did it a little bit too much, but still, I love seeing his character, the way he would have his Samuel Jackson isms. Still felt like a character, but hey, it's Samuel Jackson. And as much as all the characters were good, I felt like they weren't one-dimensional, but they were somehow in the middle. Like, you're supposed to care for these kids, but you don't know too much about them. They have amazing powers. We don't get too much about them. I know that, they explain how they are, why they are. It's just, I didn't, grasp too much on the children. I still, love seeing them because their interactions are amazing. They feel like actually like friends, brothers, sisters, classmates. It felt like one big group. And the narration of it, I just thought was all out of place. I wasn't sure, It was a little bit dramatic. It was a little bit funny. You had your action, and then you had like some slow-paced parts of the film. I don't know if it wanted to be, a little bit thrilling or be a children's movie. And I just felt most of the time, even though I was having a good time, I felt like I wasn't fully invested with the movie. Some books to movies are great, some are not. This is right in the middle. I'm going to give Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children a B-. Let me know, guys, what you thought of this movie. Did you guys hate it? Did you guys love it? Are you a big fan of Tim Burton? What's your favorite Tim Burton movie? All this in the comments below. And as always, Rolling Empire, laugh, smile, repeat.